The Black Biz Summit was inspired because we've been doing curated conferences for years, but we decided to do something that would focus specifically on the Black community. We are typically marginalized. People continue to do disparity studies to continue to tell us what we don't have. But the Black Biz Summit is to tell us what we do have, what we can do, and how we can continue to build going into the future. So the Black Biz Summit differentiates itself from other organizations, other conferences, because we are here to build economic development in Durham, North Carolina. Durham is the home of Black Wall Street, and we have a rich culture here in the city, but also throughout the state as far as being change makers. And when you think about us, coming for the last 18 years from Greensboro, where you've had the sit-ins where people were trying to make change there, we're trying to do the same thing here. And so every state does have something that has a historical context to it, but not necessarily a Black Wall Street that we are in the process of saying, how can we specifically rebuild that? So we want this area to be something where people not only come from the triangle, but also come from all over this state and then come from other states to make this something that is a premier event. And when you talk about the Southeast, people jump right on over us and go to Atlanta, but they should stop right here in North Carolina because we have something to offer too. So, I'm kind of taking off a little bit from Outcast a little bit, but North Carolina has something to say too. And I think that this is such a great area where we're close to the airports. We have the highest amount of HBCUs, and so why not have a Black Biz Summit that is premier, that is located right here in the middle of North Carolina?
Anyone considering sponsoring, I would advise them to just come out and experience the different interactions going on during the course of the day. It's a lot of good things happening. You want to get immersed in it and see where your sponsorship is going to. It's a lot of different connections being made during the time, and you need to see the look on people's faces and take that in. And sure, we're going to have a lot of reputable speakers and events going on, but you got to get down to the roots and see the effect that we're having on the people. And I think when you see that and get involved actively, you'll realize that your money is being well spent.
Definitely. I mean, you'll see that immediate return on investment, and I think that when you talk about seeing people, that's a major thing. So a lot of times people will give you money, but do you actually see where your money is going? And when you come to the Black Biz Summit, you can actually see that. And then those interactions definitely are something that make people come back again and again and again. And so we love to have those repeat customers that come out and they're excited every year to come out to the Black Biz Summit. All right, so when you're talking about what to expect with the Black Biz Summit, every year it grows, it gets bigger, people continue to come back, like we said, right? But the biggest thing is this year, what's gonna be different? This year, we're gonna have 4 distinct tracks, and those tracks are based on the things that you guys have given us as feedback. We definitely gonna focus on our veterans this year. We're definitely gonna focus on influencers this year. We're also gonna focus on our existing businesses and our new businesses, because Mont is always saying, definitely look at those aspiring entrepreneurs. And so last year we focused on going from being an employee to an entrepreneur. This year we're focusing on mental wealth. That's what we're totally completely about. And so we're gonna have some mental health experts in the building. We're gonna have our meditation room is gonna be back this year. And we're also looking to bring in some different speakers that you haven't heard before. So, you have to kind of look at what's happening in the area. So we're also gonna have in some MWBE and Hub certification. And so it's gonna be a lot more where you come out this year and you can get some things done immediately. And some of those things that you've been putting off, it's time for you to go ahead and just knock that off of your list all in one day.
My favorite part of the Black Biz Summit is seeing the different connections that's being formed during the course of the day. It means a lot to see the satisfaction on people's faces and the different, just all the different events, different things going on. Just to sit back and watch it, I love to do that. And to build on top of that, I like to see how this young lady right here moves about the crowd and how she interacts with the regular attendees as well as the new attendees who might not know what to expect. She's always very welcoming and lets people know that they're in the place that they need to be right at that moment in time. So we showed appreciation to the people in return. I think the people appreciate that.
Oh, wow. I love that. Thank you. My favorite part, I get excited beforehand. So the day of, it's like everybody just, when people start arriving, so that first person that comes through, and then it's just that domino effect. People just keep coming. And when people get there and they are excited as soon as they get there, I think that what we do is we kind of build that excitement and that buzz beforehand. And then one thing I love, so this is probably like a selfish thing, people always say, well, I knew you were gonna have a whole lot of color, so I dressed for you. You know, like that's like the ultimate compliment right there, because it makes people feel like this is an event to dress up to, this is something to wear your colors, because you know, we represent that color, that confidence, and that quality, and it makes people feel like they're coming to something that they should dress up for. It makes them feel like, you know, they want to be a part of it. And so when we talk about lunch, when we talk about the sessions, I'm very interested also when people say, I love that speaker. Like, that speaker was awesome and I learned so much. So I'm excited. As always, like I can't even, woo! Okay, I can't even tell you all the excitement. Tammy, hold up, she's always excited too. Tammy, did you talk to her yet? She said she's ready.